Welcome to a new series entitled Pull the Curtain Stories from the Show. Each video in this series, I'll give a background to each of the Chicago concerts I've been to, starting from oldest to most recent. In every video, I'll go down bullet points and discuss each until I reach the conclusion of the video. So let's begin with episode 6. Location. We are back in Houston, specifically the Woodlands, and I'm going to get the name right here. I've looked it up, I've written it down this time. It's the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands, which is north of Houston off of Interstate I 45 north, headed towards Dallas. And it's the pavilion, so it's outdoors. And this concert is very, very hot. It's in the middle of July, July 25th to be exact. Thankfully, it's at night. It's at 7:30, but damn, it's still hot. It's at 6:30 when the gates open, and it's still hot in the upper 90s to low hundreds. But it is at a very nice venue that I've been to that I've talked about previously on a previous Pull the Curtain video. But this occasion, I can't remember how many times it is now. 6. Well, I guess it is episode 6, so it's the sixth time. But I think this is the second time I've been to. At that point in 2015, it'd be the second time I've been to the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. That night was filled or was full of lots of experiences, and the first one is a health experience, which was probably the worst pain I've ever been in, but I toughed it out, and I definitely I went with family, with my family, which is also a first. But I believe this is the instance where I had I have gout, but I had gout flare up on both of my big toes. So if anyone out there has ever had a gout flare up or suffers from gout, you know that it's very painful, and it can be anywhere on the body from the knee to the elbow to the wrist to the ankle. Unfortunately, mine was on my big toe, and it was not only on one big toe, but it was on both, bilateral. And I couldn't walk. Literally, I could not walk. I was walking on the edge of on the edge of both of my feet. You can imagine. Try to do that at home, and see how difficult that is. It was very painful, but getting from the parking to there, it was something that I got through, but it was definitely not a fun experience. But the concert definitely made up for it, and I'm going to go into more of that now. But actually, I'll go into that shortly. Another first experience was now I wasn't by myself, so I went with my sister and with my mom. And my mom, this is the first time she goes to a Chicago concert, so that made it special. After 5 different concerts, I was trying to get her to go, but either she couldn't come up to Central Texas, or she had work obligations that she had to go to, or she just couldn't do it. It was just it wasn't the right time. This thankfully was the right time, and it definitely, for her, made her first experience going to a Chicago concert amazing. And I say that because Chicago that night, July 25th, 2015, shared the stage with none other than Earth, Wind, and Fire. So you can imagine both bands doing their sets and then coming out. I'm going to talk more about that in just a little bit, but that's just a preview. The seats and the fans, we got all 3 seats together, and it was good. I think. I mean, I write down here that maybe one of the seats had an obstructed view, so it was a little bit cheaper. Uh, Looking at some of the pictures, and I'll be flashing them throughout this video of the Cynthia Woods and Mitchell Pavilion. There's different levels of seats, and then there's the grassy knoll back there. I call it the grassy knoll, but it's a grass seating where you can take your chairs, your blankets, and your picnic baskets or whatever, and go up there. I think it's like for $5. Anyway, back down inside the bowl where the seats are, there's uh, columns where they have the guys up there doing the spotlight. So those columns, metal columns, white metal columns, which you'll see in these pictures, um, some obstruct the view. So either you have to move over to like turn your head to one direction or the other to get uh, a better view or a proper view. But I'm gonna say um, the seats were great. The fans were even better. We had like a mixed bag of fans. So there were some white fans, some black fans, some, we're Latino, so we had Latino fans there enjoying both Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I'm going to talk more about the fans coming right up. So the bands, of course, like I said before, it was Chicago. I think it was Earth, Wind, and Fire doing their set first. Then it was Chicago doing their set. And then after Chicago, both bands came up, and like when bands tour with each other, they save their best hits for last, and they do encores, singing each other's songs and jamming out on each other's songs. The great thing about that is with Earth, Wind, and Fire, when they had their set, I'm not afraid to admit this. I'm man enough to admit this. Um, I believe I got up first, but I got up first, and with Earth, Wind, and Fire, I started dancing to their music, and then my sister and my mom, or my mom and my sister, however you want to put it in whichever order, got up and started dancing too, and the ladies behind us, and the fans in front, they all got up too and started dancing as well, and it was great just to see that. And like I said, I had the gout on my toes, but I was standing on the edge of my feet, literally, like on the edge where the pinky toes are on that edge, and I was dancing and singing along very loudly, hopefully not too obnoxiously, but it was definitely very loudly, and I think we all were. I mean, with Earth, Wind, and Fire, we all were. Chicago, I think we got up too, but I don't think we danced as much as we did with Earth, Wind, and Fire. With Boogie Wonderland and September, like those were the two songs that we all had to get up and dance to because, I mean, come on, they are great, quick tempo uh, dance songs. I mean, you cannot help move your tap your toe, tap your toes, tap your feet to those songs, get up and move. So that's what us three did. That's what the people in front of us and behind us, and then everyone else started joining in and just started, dancing along like it was a American Bandstand or something, with Dick Clark back in the day, where you would have the kids dancing in the videos and stuff like that. But it was definitely fun, very fun. I mean, sharing the moment with my sister, yes. We had gone already to see Chicago back in Cedar Park, Texas, which is outside of Austin, with who was REO Speedwagon. But getting to share the moment with my mom, and it's her first time, and then enjoying the experience of both seeing Chicago, who we mainly went there for, but amazingly enjoying Earth, Wind, and Fire, because they brought it, and they brought the moves, they brought the music, and we definitely enjoyed that. So I think the last thing here on the list is memorabilia. Like on other previous 5 videos, I always save a ticket stub And here's the ticket stub from the event. It says I have it right here. It says rain or shine, and Earth, Wind and Fire Woodlands Pavilion. I guess also called the Woodlands Pavilion. Um, Saturday, July 25th, 2015 at 7:30 p.m. Section where section 107, seat 7. So that's what um, the ticket stub, the ticketmaster printout says. And last but not least, of course, every Chicago concert I've been to, I always buy a T-shirt just to remember the day and remember the event, the concert. And I like this one especially, and I tend to wear this shirt a lot more than the other ones, and it's part of my mix of shirts, no pun intended, because it has the Chicago skyline on the front. And in like this circle there, and it sort of has like an old school, like a old school beach colors, beach vibe to it, kind of like a sunset or sunrise to it. And then on the back, it has all the tourist cities, and it of course has the Sears Tower there on the left side. But yeah, I mean, this was so that was the T-shirt there. But yeah, this was definitely one of the most memorable Chicago concerts I've been to, because not only did we see Chicago, all three of us, and me for the sixth time, but else we all got to see Chicago. I mean, we all got to see Earth, Wind and Fire for the first time, and sharing that with my family was an awesome event, and uh, it was something I'll never forget. So, thank you for listening.